Alright, welcome to Audio Carnage Podcast. I'm here with Nygma. Guys, thank you so much for coming out today. So go ahead and run through and introduce yourself so that way everybody knows who we're talking to.
I'll go first. I have the mic. My name is Bernie Sanders, Jr., and I'm here to pass the mic to Caleb. I sing in the band.
Caleb, drummer, that guy.
Yeah. Colton Sanders, the guitarist. Chris Perez, guitarist. Oh, don't forget Daniel. Daniel, right there. He's invisible. He plays bass.
Yeah, you saw him earlier with the invisibility clip.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, guys,
Shy.
when did this band first originally get formed?
It was a solo project back in 2013-ish. And Colton wanted to hop on board, my brother. So we did that. And then we decided, hey, let's play live. Let's do this band thing. Let's do it. Let's go for it. And so that's what happened. We got our best friend Caleb, our best friend Daniel, and then we just met Chris recently, I want to say a year ago, but it's not.
I'd say about a year about a year to a year and a half.
How'd y'all meet?
I don't know.
He came to one of our shows, and I was playing bass.
Killers.
Yeah. I was playing bass.
Fun place.
I didn't want to play bass, and I was like, "You want to play bass?" He's like, "Sure." I'm like, "All right." That's what happened. So
I came out and asked him for a cigarette.
Hey, I mean that's the love story of the ages, isn't it?
Mhm.
All right, so
I think so. I love you, man.
So much love there.
what would you say is the band's like influences, and what go through like some of y'all's personal influences?
Okay.
Like, what do you think the band's influences are? Like for the sound they want.
Band wise, Lord, there's got a bit of Eated in there.
Every time I die, baby.
Yeah, got a bit of them. Got some, some of the Chariot in there, I guess maybe. I don't know. I mean,
At the drive-in is a big one.
I kind of feel like Bernie's good with. Well, Bernie and Coco both. They're good with taking their influences and making it their own. If that makes sense.
Very well articulated from the guy who does not like being interviewed.
That was Anybody else want to answer?
Yeah. Who else? What do you?
Well, also now we can go ahead and give me some personal influences, like two each.
I got the mic. I'll go first.
Yes.
I want to do it, guys. My top two, right now. Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga.
Nice. Beautiful. Britney Spears and Britney Spears.
Ooh.
Hold on, wait, which eras?
All of them. Era 1 and 2.
I wish that was my answer.
James Brown.
Ooh.
What about your second one? Oh, James Brown.
Wow. Gnarly, bruh.
I guess some Tool and some Slipknot.
There you go. Chris's are very real.
Hey, mine are real too.
I know they are.
I believe his is real also.
Yeah. I'll just let you answer.
What?
How
Mine
much you
wasn't
listen to
real?
Britney Spears?
He said mine wasn't real.
Yeah, I believed it.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wait,
So-
really?
Yeah, she's on my playlist. I have like 3 songs on my playlist. I don't got whole albums. I don't have whole albums
going
on
home,
there.
Hey, you got some tracks.
I just
that's
see you in the
impressive.
mirror, just.
Dude, you have a camera in my house? Are you watching me?
Hey, you already have seen. I have a lot of cameras. Let's not talk about
See
this.
some dancing to toxic.
This guy is spying on me, and I'm dancing in the mirror.
We're leaving that for
that's
season
just a one-way
69.
Yes, that's good. We have to be on season 69. Or 420.
I feel like 69 should be the supergroup season because everybody needs to get involved in that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I feel it. So, where is everybody originally from?
Ohio, Mansfield,
Ohio.
Ohio.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah, we were from up north. We were raised up there.
And all of y'all came down to,
That's a long story,
moved,
man.
yeah, we moved a lot out from California as well before
Listen,
I came to Texas.
We're all PKs, pastors'
We
kids.
moved a lot.
Oh!
And so
okay.
our dads had churches all over the world.
That explains
States, all over the states.
You might know us.
And my notes from our Christian bands that we were in.
Shout out.
The
final goodbye.
What up, Johnny? What up, Ganty? We see you.
But yes,
Best
we're
worship
here.
band of all time. I said it.
What did you say?
The best worship
Oh,
band
okay.
of all time.
I have to agree.
Bethel.
Do y'all have a favorite local venue? It can be DFW kind of thing.
Ooh. Favorite would have to be that room in there.
Yeah.
That where we just played.
Where we
was our
just
favorite. Well, my personal favorite.
I would definitely agree with that.
Y'all know the term brown nosing?
Yes.
Never heard of it. Explain.
That's not what we're doing.
My nose is already brown.
Hey,
I can't get no browner than this.
yeah. Whoa.
Actually, didn't even put those dots together. That's funny.
No, I did like
minute.
the venue. I did like the venue in Houston. I really liked that place, Acadia.
Yeah, I love that
We
place.
just played there not too long ago.
JJ's basement.
Ooh,
JJ's
yes.
basement would probably be my favorite local.
The pizza and the beer. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I get lit every time I play there.
I just love the dark atmosphere.
That too.
That vibe.
It really does. I mean, you're actually underground, so that helps.
Right.
Yeah.
But it feels underground.
Yeah.
I like all those places. I also, never mind. I was gonna say something stupid. Ignore it.
Now I want to hear what I don't
Now you
know.
need to say it, motherfucker.
Like your viewers.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about something stupid. Never mind. Forget it.
Do y'all have a favorite local band?
Ooh, my personal favorite local band. They're the
I think
best
we would all
band.
say it.
Hey. Microphone.
Microphone.
Hey,
Allegheny
bro.
Drive is my favorite local band. To me, they're the best. Ooh, this comes off.
I'm gonna be honest. I am not into the scene all that much because
Name your favorite-
I work. I'm getting there, bro.
I was gonna say something stupid.
Because I work a lot, and I used to travel full time for a living, and I've even missed quite a few shows due to it. But since COVID, I'm no longer.
So how are you gonna grind with the bassist?
Oh no, this was before we were serious. But
Facts.
Tell that to your girlfriend.
if I had,
before we were serious.
if I had to pick a favorite local band, I would say Nygma.
Wow.
Beautiful
Cringe.
answer. Beautiful answer from Caleb.
I'm kidding. I love Allegheny. Those are my boys. No, I'm a huge fan of Nathan's.
Nathan, Daniel, Roger, everybody in that band is just.
They're prodigies.
They really are.
We gotta support the homies.
Not only are they talented, they're
That's
also
what we
like
do.
so much fun to just sit back and bullshit with. Like you're never not laughing with them.
Yeah. Absolutely. We lived with Daniel for a while, so.
It's the homies.
Yeah, that's how I know Nygma.
Remember
For
the
me, I'd
names?
say Allegheny, Dust Mothers, King Turtles.
Oh yeah, King Turtles are one that I needed to get the contact info for because they were supposed to be on pre-COVID and then everything got shut down.
King
Now
Turtle
they're-
Rules. Yeah.
I see them drop notifications, but I have no idea who they are.
Okay,
I need to
get
look
with
them
it,
out.
bro.
I know, man.
I
fail.
Too much Ariana Grande for you, okay?
I can't help
Too
it.
much Britney Spears for you.
I thought that was you.
Okay, listens to him.
Oh, Caleb has playlists.
So what's the your favorite concert you've ever been to?
Ooh.
That's a good
It's a tie between. I saw the Killers a few years ago, and that was really awesome. And
Where at?
Dallas,
It was 2014,
yeah, that was a great show. Also, I would have to say,
and it was free.
Every Time I Die a few years ago,
All that.
and I had backstage passes. We're best friends. Let's spread that around.
Those are the homies.
Those are
Rock,
the
baby.
homies. That's my favorite local band too.
What was the question? Oh, favorite show. Oh man, this is hard. Okay, so
Justin Timberlake.
The last Justin Timberlake show I went to, which was 2 years ago, at this point, I think it was. Yeah.
That's dope.
I spent rent money and stood right by the stage, so that was the coolest fucking. That was my
Like
coolest.
a whole month's rent?
Yeah. Like it was a lot. And I before I even hit submit on buying the tickets, I took a big deep breath. I was like, am I really about to do this? I was like, fuck it. Granted, it was an entire bonus check, so it wasn't taken from my real paycheck.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, that's fair.
But as far as a hardcore show would go, or a heavier show rather, I used to be in the scene more when I was younger, like in my 20s. But the Youngbloods tour too, which the Chariot headlined and August Burns Red co-headlined with them, which also had Inhale Exhale and 12 Gauge Valentine. And there was one other band, I don't remember, but that was by far, because it was in this small ass bar in Gainesville, Florida.
I was about to say Gainesville, Texas.
No. I lived in Orlando for like close to 12 years after Ohio, before here. But there was like
Follow up question:
maybe.
Did you ever wrestle an alligator?
No, I am.
Okay, that just had to ask everybody from Florida that. Go ahead.
You know all those stupid white people in movies that go into like dark rooms and towards the snakes, and yeah, I'm not that.
Towards the snakes.
No, I run away from that stuff. I'm done talking.
Probably any Chariot show I've been to,
I've been to many.
and they're always super dope.
What's been the favorite venue out of all the ones that you've been to?
Oh, bro, it was like old school where it was like in a church conference hall or some shit. You know, those type shows.
Oh yeah.
Or
Tour shows.
seeing Kanye West was pretty
Oh
inspiring
yeah, I
too.
forgot something.
Yeah, that shit was like kind of life changing for me because it was just one person floating on a stage where there was like 300 people below moshing under him.
Well,
Like,
I was about to
that
say
is
you
sick.
lose like I would hate to sit under the stage
Yeah.
and not be able. It's like I hear the music but I can't see.
I got so high from
But
contact
it was
smoke
so
that
dope.
night. Literally, I was walking around in the days. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not even smoking.
Now he needs to do the inverse where like
Upside down?
Well,
Yeah.
well, let's not Joey Jordison it. Well, but like have like a glass floor and he's under everybody, and that way everybody's dancing and looking down at him.
Yeah.
He's looking up.
Now, he has too much ego for that.
Yeah,
That's fair.
he's above everybody, not beneath.
That's true.
He's the head, not the tail.
Biblical term.
For me, the last two shows that I basically went to, Knotfest, back in
Your nut fest.
yeah, Nutfest.
That's what it sounded like.
Slipknot.
I'm gonna get tickets
Knotfest.
next time.
Not fest.
And
I was like,
Tool
darn.
back in January.
That's awesome.
That was a really interesting time.
I
I
heard
got
that Tool show was really good.
I actually looked up what material they used to project onto, because as a visual artist as well, I like exploring things like that. I go into projection. I do a lot. And then the Slipknot one was fun because I got launched from one end of the mosh pit to the other, taking out 2 or 3 people.
I've been to about 5 Slipknot shows. They get like the crowd gets pretty intense. I miss like
Ring of Fires.
I really miss the summer metal festivals that used to go on all the time. Because even before COVID, they started dying out. Like because you used to have like some of them still going. You had Warped Tour, Summer Slaughter, Mayhem Fest, Family Values. And also countless other ones that were going on. It was just like, yeah, you were going out into the Texas heat. Yeah, you were gonna stand out in there and bake like a fried chicken on a sidewalk.
Sure shit.
But you're gonna have a blast, and
Be dehydrated from beers.
then whenever you finally make it home,
You're having a great time no matter what.
then when you finally make it home, you're gonna sleep harder than you've slept in years.
That's sleep.
So what would you say best show you've ever played has been? Could be just a personal favorite. Or
It's a
what?
tough one, Brendan.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be just Nygma related. It could be Nygma or it could be a different show too.
I don't know. I really don't know. Favorite would probably be first or second show we ever did. Just because we didn't play
Beautiful.
Where was it?
Rockwall, Texas. It was some little youth event for a church. And we're like, you really want us to come out and play? They're like, yeah, sure. And we hadn't played together in years. So that feeling of playing together after years and years of thinking I would never do it again, being on stage again, and the way the crowd reacted to us was pretty magical as well, because they were singing along, they caught on to the lyrics and just like screaming our lyrics back at us, and we're like, oh, this is it! I want to do this again. I'm in my 30s, but let's do this band thing, boys. Let's get the team back together.
We're getting the team back together.
Boys are back.
And just like that. Yeah, I don't know. That might be some of my favorite. I'd have to think about that. I haven't thought about that in a while, so.
That's fair.
I have two that come to mind, which would definitely be the very first one we played, because we didn't practice. Like, we had absolutely no practice.
So y'all just, had the old songs and jump back into them?
It just, like, and the thing is even, because we...
How long were y'all separated? Or, like, not playing as the group?
2013. We'd still...
I thought 2013 was the year y'all formed, or is that...
That was my solo project.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just me recording, put it out.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And I think a few years after that, Colton and I recorded a second album together. And after that,
27 Club.
After that's when we started thinking about putting the whole thing together. So
That's when it kind of got serious.
kind of.
But, I mean, the first two records, like, none of the material was ever played. Ever. Like, live. The only thing that was ever played was just what was recorded.
Yeah.
And so, none of it was ever played as far as, like, us playing together. We learned the songs on our own, and we're in the back hallway, and he's teaching Daniel, what, Daniel play the first show, or was it? Yeah.
Bass parts.
Yeah, he's teaching Daniel bass parts before we go out, and I'm sitting there just tapping drumsticks on my chest. Like, that's exactly how we practiced for that show. And it ended up being, like, one of our best shows. Because when you've got chemistry because we've been playing together since I was 19.
Well, you already had the idea and the feel, so you're able to fall right into that pocket.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all also weren't overthinking it at that point, because it was like, well, let's just get through it.
Yes.
Exactly. But Caleb, I know Caleb. He knows me. We feed off each other because we've been doing it for so long.
Having that good, like, performance communication while you're
Oh
performing.
yeah, he can read like this my facial expression. if like, hey, all I gotta do is raise a hand. He knows what he has to do.
It's true.
What about you?
Everything they said.
Oh yeah, they got your answers.
It's not like these guys are family. Chemistry is there. Like we didn't have to practice at that time because the energy was like through the roof too. Like right when we first strummed our like instruments.
Oh yeah, yo.
We were like, all right,
We had worse
It's go
performances after that.
yeah, I know exactly. We would like try to practice and they'd just like be worse sometimes.
That's fair.
So y'all know this microphone's not plugged in. It was their idea to pass it around.
No.
Why'd you say that, bro?
No, it's
wireless.
You're making my thing look fancier than it actually is. Though I could do it wireless, but I'm not going to. That's excess.
Let's see. I guess some of my favorite shows that we played would be the last one we did in Houston and
What was that?
October 15th.
What? Where?
Acadia.
Oh, okay.
Acadia Bar. And let's see. I guess last night maybe. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
What was
Last
last
night?
night?
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
It was Nest Fest.
Where was
Shout out
it?
to Nest
The
Fest.
Killer Tacos place.
Oh, okay.
It's like it was like a podcast show thing.
No, I knew that Killers had been doing stuff. I just didn't know that was the festival that they were doing. Are they just doing like one band, the band, and maybe like one or two people?
Four
like,
bands a night. It's going on tonight.
Like, is there a crowd?
No, just the sound guys and the cameraman and the other bands, I guess.
No, that's cool.
So it's like the band that's playing, and then the band that's after them is actually arriving and bringing their stuff out to get ready.
The only crowd that's there is the band.
Oh no, actually, the apartments across the street could hear us, and we had people that don't know who we are. What? We had people that didn't know who we are listening to us from their balconies and like posting it to Twitter.
Yeah,
Pretty rad. We're
that
like,
was pretty cool.
Was it inside, outside?
It was outside.
Oh hell yeah! No, their outdoor stage is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
I've never gotten a chance, and also the weather wasn't bad yesterday either.
No.
It was great.
Yeah, no, that'd be a good one.
It was pretty epic. Hopefully it sounds epic and looks epic. I was really out of my comfort zone personally. Not a lot of stage space, like sort of similar.
yeah.
So I
It
was
was
kind of
actually
like
one take, wasn't it?
Yeah.
one take two.
One take two. We just went through it and was alright
I
with
felt naked up there, but that happens from time to time. You're gonna
Yeah.
feel naked. You're gonna feel
Sometimes
fully
naked.
clothed. Sometimes half naked on stage. It depends.
Sometimes you are naked on stage, I'm assuming.
Sometimes I just drop my pants.
You haven't seen the videos?
Wait, wait, we're wearing clothes?
Bruh.
Time out.
I'm naked right now.
So that's a good point. So we're going to go ahead and take our break. So, and then we'll come back to our
intermission. I'm gonna put some clothes on. I'll see y'all later.
All right,
Let's go,
we'll be
guys.
back.
I got a dump.
I'm stellar in my dope-induced ways. I keep my blood flowing through my veins. Let me get comatose tonight. No, it's not what it looks like. I'm feverish and you are the cure. My pulse is fading and my breath is short. Let me shoot, shoot, shoot for the stars tonight. Let me shoot, shoot, shoot in my arms one last time. My baby is tried and true, and no other love will ever be as good as her, nothing better me. Baby is tried and true, and no other love will ever be as good as her, nothing better me. Buckle up, we'll chase each other down through the halls and corridors around. I got this dream down in my pocket. I chase her home, but I just can't unlock it. She takes just like a woman, makes love just like a woman. She aches just like a woman, but breaks just like a little girl. Come on, my baby is tried and true, and no other love will ever be as good as her, nothing better me. Baby blue is tried and true, when no other love will ever be as good as her, nothing better me. Yeah, that's nice. In my veins, in my heart, every hour, every hour. Broken veins, broken heart, every hour, every hour. In my veins, in my heart, every hour, every hour. Yeah, broken veins, broken heart, every hour, every hour. In my veins, in my heart, power, power. Broken veins, broken heart, every hour, every hour. I'm a burnout, I'm a fiend. You tear my heart out so damn better than me. I'm a burnout, I'm a fiend. Tear my heart out so damn better than deserve you.
Welcome back to Audio Carnage Podcast. We're still
Cheers.
here with Nygma.
Yes.
Cut me off.
Sorry.
No, Him and his fake vodka.
Yeah. No, it's
And
real
his
vodka.
fake microphone.
They're both real.
So, tell me what the name of the first song was.
The name of the first song was called "Fake Everything But My Death."
Fair enough.
Because we fake everything until we die, musically.
Including the vodka in the microphone.
Yes. What I'm doing now is what the song is about. I'm a big fraud. And that's all you need to know. And if you feel like a fraud, the song might resonate with you too.
Woo. Alright.
Anybody else want to add to this?
No.
Bruh.
Don't commit fraud.
Yeah, no, we're all like, not legal fraud, like, you know what I mean, life stuff. No, I lied to. Never. I'm not. I'm gonna dig myself in a hole here.
So, what was the second song?
I didn't fart. That was the seat, by the way.
What was the second song?
The second.
So, fake fart also.
Yeah. Second song is called Steiner in 09,
Steiner.
aka Steiner in 09, and essentially it's about a person that I knew back in 2009, and I compare her to drugs. Heroin, methamphetamine, all the good drugs. Not that I do drugs, guys. Come on, except for vodka.
Don't
Cheers.
do drugs, kids.
I mean, alcohol.
What you need to know about our lyrics is they're really tongue-in-cheek, and so don't take us serious. Don't take it, we're
You can't take anything we do seriously.
because we fake everything but our death.
It all goes back to all of us being pastors' kids.
Oh yeah.
It's really what it is.
I steal lines out of the Bible. I put them. You're like, really?
No, I was thinking that's a good fucking idea.
We take a lot from Revelations. It's very
I'm in a metal band, I know.
yes, very doom and gloom type of stuff, and we like to judge in our songs as well. We like to talk about the manger.
The purple glory
The
sometimes.
purple
here
glory.
and there.
And what about you, Chris? What do you think? You're well versed in the Bible.
In the Torah, yeah, because
I don't like to call the Bible Bible. I like to call it Bible.
I like that.
Bible.
Just so you know,
The Bible.
we read the Bible Bible.
Alright.
I'm ordained. I'm an ordained pastor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, been ordained twice, and I can marry.
Alright, y'all two should get married right now.
Yeah, I
Like,
can marry you guys.
let's do Audio Carnage's
I
first
can marry
marriage.
you and
We
bury
were about
you.
to cuddle, actually.
Yeah,
It's so
don't worry
comfortable
about
over
it.
here.
Oh wow,
There's like
some
chest
sexual
play.
tension.
You always gotta get the
You,
titties. You know?
I want in on it. Are we making you uncomfortable?
Not at all, dude. Alright,
Can I give you a hug?
yeah, that's fine. Alright, so, what would you say is your dream venue?
Dream venue.
wow. I know mine.
You go first. I'll think about it.
Mine would be Red Rocks.
Ooh.
Good one.
And if we're going to go international, probably the Wembley.
Very good choices.
That's tight. Go.
I don't know.
Oh, the Phoenix.
Phoenix. The old venue from Mansfield, Ohio. What about you, Chris? You go.
I don't know, somewhere in Amsterdam or
Ooh.
somebody that just pays us a fuck ton of money to play at a party. I don't know.
Good answer.
That's dope.
There
I don't know,
was,
maybe like a drug kingpin that he has that. They go all out.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, they do. What else? You got something else?
no, I was just going to say, like, to go along with that, there was a radio DJ that said about our song, Initiation, he's like, it makes me want to go to a house party where everybody's, like, moshing around with their clothes off all sweaty.
Sounds very hypnotic. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'd like to play on the moon if Elon Musk would allow it. That's my dream.
Oh, think about how high you could jump.
Chris
Yeah.
said Mars.
That'd be cool, right?
that'd be interesting.
We're playing on the moon. You heard it here
Caleb
first.
would not
But you
like
can't hear it there because so.
Caleb likes to be comfortable.
We'll make it
That would
happen.
not be comfortable. For
We'll
him.
make a bubble.
We'll overdub
Yeah, we'll
it.
make
Well, you're just shooting a music video. You're not.
Yeah,
actually
we'll
playing
stem
that.
out the whole set. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, never mind that.
Say it.
I had a dumb idea, but it's too long of a tangent to go on. But
Condense it.
What, like being the first band to live stream from the moon? What?
well, no, I'm saying you already have one person playing invisibly via stems. Y'all could just do a live stream of the moon and be like, "Hey guys, we're playing via the moon."
I keep forgetting about Daniel.
Yeah, I forgot.
He's missed our last 5 shows. That's right, Daniel. We're talking about you. I mean, Daniel. I was like, he's right here. Oh yeah. There you are. You know you've been a bad boy.
Shame.
Shame.
Just shamed.
I'm so lit right now.
That vodka.
It's kicking in hard.
Do you prefer writing in the studio or in the room?
Both. I don't know, man. It's different
Like,
every
give me a
time.
personal one.
Sometimes I'll write a guitar riff and write over it. Sometimes we'll come up with something in practice. Sometimes Caleb will play a drum beat. I'm like, okay, I'll remember that for later. Sometimes Chris will record a guitar track and send it over. I don't know, man. I don't know what my favorite is, though. Did you ask what the favorite was?
No, I mean, what would you feel like Nygma's most efficient use? Like, what do y'all feel y'all are more efficient at? Like, are you better at writing a song, like, you mapping out something and then bringing it to everybody else, or like sitting in a room and then just jamming it out, like play it over and over and over, and it's like, no, stop here, that kind of thing.
I don't have a favorite. There's no. It's different.
Just
Yeah.
whatever the mood is that day.
Yeah, you can't force it.
Not
Just gotta let it happen. So I don't have a favorite.
I don't really feel like y'all have like a specific way. Like it kind of goes back to what I said earlier with with them taking their influences and making it their own. Like they've written wherever, and they've written however. It just however it hits.
So yeah, pretty boring answer, but that's just.
I mean,
how
it's
it
fair.
is.
Sometimes it's a question that leads into, because some people really do have a preference, and it's a good like question to have follow up stuff, because then you get into like, what's your favorite plugins, blah blah blah. Like me, there's so many rabbit holes to go with this like nerd stuff, and
I do love being in a studio recording though. That's my favorite, other than playing shows.
playing it live is the best part.
Yes, obviously.
So, what would you say your favorite instrument brand is? Can be pertaining to your instrument, or if you're multi-instrument, you can get multi.
Fender and Orange. Bam.
Easy. Classics.
Mm-hmm.
As far as hardware goes, I would go either Gretsch or Truth.
Boom.
As far as cymbal goes, Saluda custom cymbals are my favorite.
The instruments that we play on, the Telecaster and the Les Paul.
The guitars that I tend to cycle through right now would be Ibanez and Fender. I plan on getting a Gibson later on.
Is there like any like dream instrument that you're like wishing you had currently?
The fucking
Monster cables.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
He said why? He didn't even take it serious. He was like, why though? Just why.
Love it.
I want that 67 Les Paul Silverburst Adam Jones guitar. That thing
Bruh.
is so sexy.
You've been dreaming about it.
I really have. I really have.
So, other than the Bible, any favorite books, favorite movies?
Ooh.
Now that's a rabbit hole.
TV,
Favorite movie?
video.
My favorite movie of all time is the assassinate. I can't say it.
I love it.
Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Good movie.
Bruh. It's long, but I love it. I can watch it anytime.
It's a great
Well, I mean, we're in the day and age of like streaming like series and stuff. So a long movie isn't threatening anymore.
And right now, my favorite book is Pyramid of the Gods. Pretty dope. You should check it out. It's about pyramids and who built them. Maybe aliens. Who knows? But a doctor wrote it, so I'll take his word for it right now.
Have you been watching the History Channel?
Oh yeah, that's pure.
I didn't know you read.
I'm well read. Have you not heard our lyrics?
I heard that they were cut out of the Bible.
I took lyrics from Bob Dylan. All right.
I don't read unless it's like a music article or a music interview. You know, it's got to be
Well,
like
it could be any entertainment that you like to consume.
Yeah, I love to like I love to watch band interviews, but I also would almost rather watch interviews with like specific drummers, you know, stuff like that. I try to learn as much as possible from people that I look up to and what they're using, and try to expand my knowledge a little bit. Like I want to incorporate other things eventually, but we'll see when we get there. It takes money,
Oh yeah.
a lot of it.
Yeah, no, this hobby is not cheap.
No,
No.
and I play the most expensive.
Yeah, cymbals, the most expensive thing you break.
Yeah.
Like regularly.
Well, that's one good thing about Saluda is they come with a lifetime warranty. Like their thing is I don't want to jinx myself. Damn. Like they're uncrackable, if you will. And they've got a great tone. And I've beat the hell out of both of mine.
It's loud as hell.
It's also a 24-inch crash ride.
I do like the minimal kit though, like just crash or your crash ride, your hi-hat, kick, snare, single tom. This super, from the engineer standpoint, I'm like, oh my, so much easier, so much easier. Also, nice to mix because then that means everything you're doing on the hi-hat and the ride, I'll be able to tone in on. Don't have as much, bleed that I have to worry about.
Yeah.
Join.
What was the question?
Favorite books, media, anything like that.
My favorite book is Bruce Lee, The Striking Thoughts. Everybody should read that book. My favorite movie is Godfather 2. And that's, there you go.
No, I didn't say my favorite movie. I don't even know.
I guess author
I
would
say my favorite
be
Disney movie.
Hunter S. Thompson. I
This is not a piece.
movie. I don't know. I guess any of the Woody Allen movies. Some Young Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory. Blazing Saddles.
Classics. Yeah.
He plays great roles.
I really love The Sandlot.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, wonderful one.
Also, I like YouTube, so don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it.
You got to tell them how to. Like, who are they searching for?
Just hit the big red button under the video.
Hey, Ronnie, do me a favor and do like this. Like, there's a box above you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, I got
Click. No?
There's not gonna be a box. I'm just speaking.
Oh! Now I look like an idiot. But I always look like one. Check out the mullet. I got lines in my head. What up?
What was the first instrument you ever picked up?
Mine was drums. That's the only thing I know how to play. I can play a little bit of piano, but when I say a little bit, I mean...
You can play bongos. What are you talking about? That triangle was sick the other day we were playing it. I like how you hit all the edges.
You got different tones.
The tone I get is so
Yeah, the
good.
tone is crazy.
Right.
Next time we're gonna try to plug you in an amplifier.
I started playing drums. That was my first instrument. Pots and pans.
Yes.
Drums as well.
Yeah, drums were my first as well. My mom had a video of me when I was 2 years old, just jamming in the church.
Oh, nice.
Like
And
full on.
full on?
Yeah.
Full on what?
Like you were already good.
Oh. Yeah, I was born with rhythm, I guess.
He plays everything like it's his
And
first
good.
instrument.
It's not true. Fake everything, but my
Fake
news. yeah.
Fake is.
Here, can you play this? Let's see.
Ooh, that's
Let's
sick.
see what I got here. Look at
It's probably.
I
Look
bet
at it
you
real
it's
quick.
It's not even in
Analyze.
tune.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, and that was a G chord?
Hold on.
You
Wait.
did it.
Here it comes! Here it comes, baby! I don't know what that could have happened.
That's our new song.
Next record, both of y'all yell.
I'll record it and send it over in a sample.
Yes!
I'll just
Don't
record you
try me,
screaming
bro.
like you sample it.
I will make it happen. Give me a tuber.
Dude,
A tuber? A tuber for the goober? That's what he says in that movie. Give me a tuber.
And
I'll make
that's
it
our next
sound up.
single.
Yeah.
We're dropping it next
That
Friday.
song's called Fake Everything But Your Death Part 2. Coming at you on Spotify next year.
And this one is in parentheses, including the vodka.
including the vodka.
Yeah, I fucking
That's
forgot.
the name of the album. Fuck.
Vodka. Tubers and vodkas.
So, what's some musicians that y'all would admire?
My top 3 artists / bands, whatever, of all
three?
time. Yeah, my top 3, in no particular order, my 3 favorite, biggest influences ever, Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and Bob Dylan. Ever!
Beautiful answer.
Musician-wise, probably my biggest influence would be Aaron Gillespie from Under Oath. I'm also a big fan of Zach Farrow from Paramore. They're probably my top 2 favorite drummers, strictly just because they're so tight and in the pocket every time. Like there's, even if they're the slightest flaw, they cover it up. Like it's no big deal. And as far as like actual artists go, biggest influence would probably be Prince, Fleetwood Mac, Justin Timberlake.
Love it.
James Brown.
Every time it's James Brown.
Do you mean Danny Brown?
That too. Danny Brown. Check. Artists in general. Some John Cage. Some Jimi Hendrix. Some
Heavy hitters. Coming at
some Black Sabbath. Some Metallica. Just practically everything that has an instrument and that is experiments. I have a good time.
What about you? Who's your biggest influence?
Take the mic.
Top 3 or 2?
Vivaldi and
It's quiet.
well, like because he's limited me to 2. With my ADHD-ness, I could run off a list, but being limited to 2 makes it hard.
Very.
Sinatra.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Good one.
Yeah, so
I respect that.
some classical and then like some classic. Like I love that genre and that era.
It's
It
good
just-
taste.
Yeah, the world had a little bit more class back then. Not the world. The music the music industry had a little bit more class back then.
They
Like
still
all
make
those
them
guys
in a
were
suit
very
tie.
good, very respectful. Like Sinatra was all about philanthropy and shit like that. And I just that little like Rat Pack group had some good. Sammy Davis Jr. also motherfucker. Because I started the first instrument I played was trumpet, so I love trumpet. But then
You
also.
still play?
A little bit. I'm not proficient enough to be able to play in a band, but I've recently, since I've moved into this house, broke it out and like been trying to put the mute back in and start. I can hit every octave I used to be able to hit, but my embouchure's gone to shit. Fingering's no problem, and I can still read. I need to do it because I know. Honestly, I know a couple other people. I got a trombone, and one of my friends is trombonist. What's the proper term for trombone player? Like trumpeter, but trombone.
Tromboner.
Bone.
Nerd.
Let us know. But regardless.
Bone.
So,
Boning or bone?
so, did any members of your family ever play an instrument?
No, I'm just playing. Our whole family does.
As far as I know, my grandma and grandpa both play guitar, Spanish guitar. That's pretty much it.
Dope. Probably everybody in my family is pretty musically inclined or has good taste in music, but probably my dad. Like he taught me and Bernie everything, pretty much how to like just play in front of people. My Aunt Becca, she can sing like super good. So I grew around like that. So I guess them, like, everyone.
No, that's a good answer.
Their dad is like a gospel version of Prince.
Good answer.
He really is. Like,
I'd like to see that.
you put him on guitar, and he starts leading worship, and it just gets funky as hell. Like, it's just who he is. It's great. They've got tons of old recordings of him from back in the day. So they definitely get it from the family. As far as my family goes, my grandma, she played accordion and piano, and my dad played drums growing up. He was pretty much the reason I had to learn how to play drums, because our drummer quit at the church that he was the pastor at, and I was like 10 years old, and he's like, all right, I'm going to teach you how to play. Keep a beat. He taught me how to keep a beat, and I would look at him, and he'd give me the tempo, and I would just basically follow him while he's standing in the front row. But my grandpa sang, my mom sang. I think
Me and my brother are the same answer. We're the same family.
Answer. This might get some overlapping answers, but who would y'all say like growing up? It doesn't have to be necessarily musically, but like who would you say like some of your biggest role models that you always looked up to?
Probably my dad. He was my biggest role model. I always looked up to him when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, you were
Thought
short.
he was
Oh my god.
dad jokes.
I love it. But yeah, looked up to him. But literally and figuratively. And
So he was the pastor at the church.
yeah.
How long? I'm assuming is he still doing that?
No, he retired.
Fair enough.
Thank God. He needed to. But
All of our parents need to retire.
yeah. Just be
Dad's still kicking and going.
yeah, he does stuff at churches, but
He still plays music.
yeah, he still does all that stuff. But he was my biggest influence growing up as far as music, and he's a charismatic fella. So I always just studied him on stage because he could go into any church and kind of just like, get the whole place going.
You definitely have an energy that like is comfortable like when everybody's looking at you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Like you literally start out your set standing on the kick drum.
Yeah. Well,
Like, it's
I
like
had
you
to
just-
cultivate this whole thing because when I was younger, I was the shyest kid on the planet. I would say I was 18 before I got out of a shell a little bit. Couldn't talk to girls barely. It was bad. And stuck to mom's hip. It was bad. But
you were still like that when I met you.
yeah, I was really shy. I don't know,
But were you like that on stage, I guess?
No.
Yeah, I will say that I am referring to what I've seen like as performers.
Mhm.
he was very much, not so much now, but he was very much like Michael and Janet Jackson. You know, you see them in an interview or whatever, they're just super shy and quiet. That was him. And then get on stage and he's the wildest band member that's barely playing anything, just throwing his guitar everywhere.
Yeah, old school.
I do love the energy of it. Like I like whenever I see people like almost tripping because they threw their body so far and whatnot. Like it's makes for. You can tell when people are having fun playing their music, or you can tell whenever people are just playing their songs, and like it's always good to see people who truly like just enjoy the act of doing it.
Yeah.
You gotta feel it in your plums.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta
Wait, what do you mean by plums?
your balls.
Is that
This is going on a Christian website. You know that, right?
It's fine. You can bleep it out.
It's fine.
We have a lot of Christian fans. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. It's definitely not going.
Dude,
Christians wouldn't
it
have me.
should. It should.
God bless it.
I'm gonna pray for everybody right now.
So,
He got a little comfortable. He's like, ugh.
Like I was okay with their cuddling, but
praying?
I was like, please no. Here, let me just do it real quick.
And so what's the final song we're gonna be hearing?
Yeah, right? Just skip us.
That's what we call the Paul Blood with the segue.
Yeah. Go ahead, Caleb. What's your
What was the question?
Final song that we're going to hear.
No, we skipped everybody with their biggest.
Oh, you're right. I'm a dick.
Oh, influence. growing
Yeah.
up.
Role models.
Role models.
Yeah, role model. My bad.
My,
Also, Mom, I love you too. You're a big role model.
Let's find a way to twist this. Be Bernie's fault.
most of it usually is.
It is.
Because he loves to change shit.
Because he wanted to hair. Because he wanted it.
My biggest role model growing up would by far definitely be my grandfather.
What? Hold on. Why?
Why?
Yeah. Give a little backstory.
Well, if my mom said no to me getting like a Britney Spears CD, he was like, fuck that, you can have it. So he would, he supported, I think the older I got, the more he realized that I obviously wasn't straight, and he supported that in his own way, and he kind of let me know that before he passed.
Gay dude?
Not me, my husband.
I didn't know that. That's good.
Only on days.
I honestly didn't know Caleb was gay for years.
Y'all didn't know I was gay till
27
years ago.
13?
I came out to you guys 2013, September of 2013.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, wow. I did not know this.
Toured the country together.
Yeah, I know. We did everything
Lived together.
But that's cool.
Yeah, no, my grandpa, he was also, both my grandfathers were pastors, but he was always the one that hated the racist acts and stuff like that. He because where I grew up in Ohio, I have a lot of racist family, and he'd be the first one to put on Aretha Franklin or James Brown or the Temptations. That's the kind of music he raised me on. So why am I holding this like actually on?
I don't know how to run it. Give us an idea.
But that was my biggest influences growing up. Was definitely like Motown, 50s and 60s rock and roll. But he was my everything. So he was just the best guy.
Me and Bernie have the same answer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could have used an opportunity to be like, nah, fuck that, Mom. I love you.
Love you,
Mom's
Mom.
the best in the family. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Role model wise, I don't know. I guess Spider-Man. Growing up, and
That's how you learn to shoot the webs.
oh yeah,
Slinging them. slinging
He's
ropes
slanging.
over there.
Thick ropes.
Literal ropes. It's not
Don't
an
come in,
analogy.
Candy.
Not an analogy for anything. I swear to God, this is a Christian channel.
You just said, I swear to God, this.
This is a Christian channel? Oh, okay, let me start praying in Hebrew then.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's Hebrew.
Oh.
He's Hebrew.
Jewish. Get it right.
Is this Indian?
He's Jewish. He's Jewish.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got bar mitzvah. I am circumcised.
Oh wow.
Let me see.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Chris.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the words of my fraternity, shirt check.
Standing on the table right now.
Go lay down. Prostrate.
This is going.
Has this gone off the rails yet?
I'm not
A
sure.
little bit.
In addition to that, I guess my grandpa a bit, and my mom a bit, and that's pretty much it. Oh no, it came off.
No, you didn't. Perfect.
Just balance it.
Ooh, transcendent.
Oh.
Yes. We just watched Chris transcend.
All right. So what was our what is our final song that we're gonna be hearing?
The final song you're about to hear is our newest single on Curtain Call Records. It's called White Zombie, and it's about COVID-19. I'm just kidding.
It's kind of.
Like, we wrote it before COVID happened, and people were like,
The
wow.
album came out November 9th last year. It just
We
celebrated
were a
a year.
bit prophetic, basically, with this song. It's really relevant. You should check it
Taken
out.
from the Bible.
Yeah, it's taken from the Bible. It's about zombies. It's great. And check it out on Spotify. You're about to listen to it right now live, and hopefully I don't sound too terrible.
We're not live. The mic's not on. That wasn't vodka.
Bruh.
All right. We'll be back.
White Zombie! Can you feel it, baby? The living dead is breeding death. It starts to spread. The living dead, come on, get back. There's gonna be a massacre. No, no, they're gonna shoot the messenger. Get back. There's gonna be a massacre. Oh no. This is real. What I feel. No repair, no reprieve. There is flesh in my teeth. No reveal, no repeal, no repair, no reprieve. There is flesh in my teeth. Medicated, asphyxiated, medicated. Our breath will be relieved. And when it's all done, when it all ends, I lay waste to it, baby. This is the end. I've laid waste to the capital. This is the end. I've laid waste to the capital. Yeah. There is a piece of you inside me. There is some piece of you inside me. Yeah, yeah. I feel a new energy. 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 Even though I'm dead, I know I feel you. I feel a new energy. I feel a new energy. Is this love? I feel a new energy.
welcome back. So, guys, I want to thank you so very much for coming out and doing this. Yeah, I have a blast with this stuff. I love being able to
We had a
film.
blast.
So, tell everybody a little bit about where they can find y'all's information and what y'all said. Y'all just released an album. What album was that? What's its title?
Title of the last album is called Engine.
Do y'all only have one out, or how many?
Well, we have a couple albums out, but Engine's the only one that matters. So
Fair enough.
Go check that one out.
But the first song we played here tonight, is on the previous record, so
True.
it's pretty important too.
You'll find. Oh, go ahead. I don't know.
No, you're good.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
You're doing a podcast.
We're closing
Grandpa,
out.
Where am I? Home. Where am I, guys?
This is
I
all
blacked
memory.
out for a long
This
time.
is all a memory. You're just
I blacked out for a long time.
So, is there any place that we can find that album? Is it for sale online, digital copies, things like that?
I'll take over because Bernie's not that great.
Also, not talking into the microphone either.
Right, we forgot to.
It's because he didn't have the mic. That's why.
So you can find all of our music on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Basically, if you can stream it, you can find us.
You can find
Nygma, Nygma, not Nygma, Nygma.
Not
We're
Ligma.
on YouTube
Yes.
too.
Yes, we are also on YouTube, but we don't have enough subscribers to create our own link yet, so you should probably go do that. But you can just Google Nygma Noise. YouTube. YouTube Nygma Noise. All of our handles are Nygma Noise, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And if you want to follow us individually, you can find us all through those outlets as well.
Are there any other projects that y'all are regularly involved with, or is this the only thing that y'all regularly working with, performing with, recording with?
This is my only project.
I have multiple projects, but I'm not worth mentioning here.
Well, I mean, at the end we're
Follow me on YouTube, baby.
Yeah, I mean, this at the end of the show. This is where y'all are allowed to talk about what y'all want and any local musicians or any bands that y'all want the people to go check out.
Allegheny Drive, Dust Mothers.
They both, if they're gonna be on this channel, they've probably seen them.
Well, those are the only two.
Okay, fair enough. Everybody else sucks. Bye. I'm kidding.
Actually,
I'm out of here.
This interview is done.
I'm just kidding.
Wrong way.
Dang it.
There is a local band that I'll shout out. I saw accidentally 3-4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, in Deep Ellum, and they're called. It's two guys named Nite, Nite. I've seen them. I've only seen them the one time, and I've kept up with them as far as music goes as streaming. But they're pretty decent, experimental.
Yes.
I'm good. They answered all the questions.
What was the question again?
Any local bands
bands
or anything
wanna
that
shout
you
out?
want to shout out?
Local bands.
Nygma.
Oh my god.
Nygma,
We're starting to sound
Allegheny,
like
Dust
Prince.
Mothers, and I guess my old roommate as well, John Trackman.
What's your band's name?
I'm in a metal band called Lament Configuration. We'll be on eventually. But
Well, we'll shout you guys out.
You're holding the mic.
yeah, we didn't
He was
hear what
holding
you
the
said.
mic up.
We want to shout
I-
out his band.
I think what I'm gonna do
Really
is
hard
anybody anytime somebody's talking and they're not holding the mic, I'm gonna edit the audio out.
That's pretty smart.
But so Nygma, thank you very much for coming through and being patient. It takes a while to do all this, but it was a lot of fun on my part. And then
Absolutely.
also I'll keep y'all posted whenever I release everything, and then I'll have y'all through for another one whenever y'all get time.
Man,
Oh,
we
yeah.
loved it. Thank you for
Yeah,
everything.
it was great.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
Season 69, baby. We'll be there.
See you next time.
Yeah.
All right, and we're out.